It's not in my memory at all learning about the Pony Express. Growing up in the West, images of these fearless men carrying the mail horseback was always there. There were Pony Express markers where we hiked and camped, statues around. So no wonder when I had horses of my own, I would head out to re-ride sections of the trail. Camping for days, my dad would sleep in as I headed off on what would become my favorite horse, Lightning. Much of the trail is isolated today as it was in 1860. My favorite places were anywhere on the Fost Road. It's close by and a really good ride. We camped at Simpson Springs, we camped at Lookout Pass, and I rode both ways, and a long week staying out in the deep creeks. I've also rode in Echo Canyon and even found the original trail through the Needles on the Wyoming border. I never felt alone out there, no matter how isolated. Of course, a good horse is good company, but I always thought it was the past. All that history, all those riders, the spirit of all those horses. I felt like part of a team, but there was something I didn't know. My family had been divided over religion, so that I hardly knew my grandparents as an adult. I decided late in my 30s to cross that line and just drop in. It went really well, and soon I was having lunch with them twice a month. One day out of nowhere, I asked them if they had any pictures of my family horseback. Grandma returned from the bedroom chuckling with a great picture of my grandpa on a tall horse. Then he also laughed. What's so funny? Grandma explained that she had been quite the cowgirl, for real, herding cows all day, all alone, but didn't have any pictures. Grandpa said he hated horses, but he had to ride this horse down State Street as an honorary member. He said he got on and they chased the horse down the street. An honorary member of what? Then Grandpa says he had to do it because his grandfather was an original rider of the Pony Express. My great-great-grandfather was an original Pony Express rider, William Page. That picture of my grandpa on a horse meant so much to me. So Grandma could tell. So she said I should go meet her aunt, who was still alive out in Grantsville, Utah. She should have some pictures. I knocked on Aunt Mary's door. It took quite a while, but she came and invited me right in. But then it took a while for her to understand who I was, and I finally explained that I was the great-grandson of her husband's older brother. And that worked. Picture after picture of babies, weddings, babies, Christmas, and dozens of distant relatives, but no horses. I dropped in again in about a month. It was an exact replay of my first visit. Exact. Same explanations, same invitation, same lunch, same drink. Really special, but no horse pictures. And again, and again. But then Aunt Mary said she had a cousin who was still alive that would have more pictures. Cousin Joyce was younger than Mary. She was only 83. I'd made an appointment on the phone to drop in. Upstairs on the counter, the first thing I see are albums of beautiful pictures of men and women on horses. But before that, she wanted me to have a copy of the 1960 Grantsville newspaper with an article and a picture of her father showing off a gold medal that he received for having the fastest time in the 1923 Pony Express re-ride. My great-uncle Bill received a gold medal from Wells Fargo when he rode a wild Mustang he called Sailor for a record time. He was 28 years old. My great-great-grandfather was an original Pony Express rider in 1861. Then I find out my great-uncle Bill re-rode the famous 1923 race. My grandfather rode in the 75th Diamond Anniversary in 1935. And this year, in 2019, I'll ride officially sworn in as a Pony Express rider. My grandson may ride along, although he feels the same about horses as Grandpa Colbert did. We'll see.